Yes, yes, yay. All right, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Sacred Sunday with me, Reiki Master Allison. I am here with a special message for you, and you. So please make sure that you are hitting the share button. Greetings from New Jersey. I got plenty of folk from Jersey that I know. I've never had the pleasure of going to New Jersey, but who knows? Maybe soon I can get myself up there. We'll see. We'll see. So, welcome in. Go ahead and hit the share button, hit the repost, hit all the things so that you can bring other people into the fold because today's message is really, really needed. Really, really needed. So, for those that maybe don't know, I have been well, currently, I have an offering called My Sacred Year. And for My Sacred Year, this is something I've been doing for the past, I don't know, few years, but it's really special to me because it's a reading and planning session. And during this reading and planning session, we do a reading and then we sit down and we come up with one inspired action that you can take to build the foundation and get your new year started, like right now, right? So when I'm doing the reading, I'm basically looking at, like, let's say your reading is today, even though I don't book on Sundays, but let's just say for all intents and purposes, your reading is today. So from this time last year to now, we're doing a reading for that, right? And we're also looking at the energy, not just for what this year has brought or taught, but also looking forward to see what do you need to concentrate on. What are the things that are going to set you up for success? So this is something that is so near and dear to my heart. And if you want to book one, you can go to the link in my bio. If you're looking at this on the tube of you can go to the link that's in the description below. There's a coupon code where you can save 30% off. Now, somebody asked me, why does the coupon code have 25 when I'm getting 30% off? Well, I'll tell you. It's because we are in the year of 2025. And I just wanted to say Magic 2025 because even though the year is not over yet, there's still time for a little magic to be sprinkled into your year. So Magic 2025, and that's magic that's spelled Magick, and then the number 2 and 5. So 25. All right. So you can use that link, that coupon code to save 30% off of the My Sacred Year reading and planning. There's two different tiers for that. You can get just at the base level, which is still powerful, which is the reading and planning session. Or if you want to level up, level up, level up, like Sierra says, you can book the session that has 3 parts to it. And it's not all done in one day because Lord knows that's a lot of energy to be dealing with. But what it is the first session we do your reading, and I give you a little homework. Second session, we come back together and I give you Reiki. Okay. And then on the third session, we come together and we put what came up in the reading, what came up in Reiki, and put them together so that we can create a easy, digestible plan together to help build the foundation of your year. Now, we're not planning out the whole year. We're looking for energetic themes and things that you can do, the inspired action that you can take, right? To set this year off right. So if you want to do that, then book with me. Um, because this offering goes away January 2nd. So I only offer it during this time. January 2nd, it goes away. All right? Okay, cool. Um, what else? What else? I think that's it for now. Let me do a little shifting here because this is kind of getting on my nerves being so far away from my phone because feel like I'm doing this and then that like that. I want y'all a little bit closer. Let's get closer. Closer than most. Yes, that's better. Much better. Okay. Y'all know I always gotta have a song. Y'all know I always gotta have a song. So, but come on in if you are on the Tube of You or the Book of Faces and let me know where you're watching from. All right, everybody. So let's get the party started. So today's message comes from a card that I pulled for the collective. No, I'm not pulling individual cards, at least not right now and not today. Um, but this comes from the African Goddess Rising deck by Abiola Abrams. And something I have to say, and I'm gonna say because I can. Um, yes, Goddess Gamby on the Tube of You. Yes, that was so good. And I was about to talk about y'all. Every one of these readings that I have been doing for the women who booked with me have been just unbelievable. Like, take my breath away. Like, unbelievable things are just coming up. So much freaking magic in all of you. And it's like, oh my God. And so much protection and guidance that is around you. It's so beautiful. And I just want to just honor that and just know that there's two decks that I've been using, and both of them are by Abiola. One of them is the Faces of Oshun deck, and the other one is Secrets of the Ancestors deck. Baby, when I tell you, when I tell you, those readings have been so juicy. They have been so good. The synchronicities, the numerology, everything, the way it aligns. And I'm like, if more women don't bring their cute selves up in here and get a reading like this, because the energy is hot, like hot, hot. So I am just saying, if you wanted to get a gift for yourself, let it be that. If the only one you can do is the one at the base level, just do it. Do that for yourself. Gift that. Invest in yourself. That's all I'm saying. If you are able to do it. Hey goddess, thank you for the rose. I think I have a goal up here, but I think they put a flash goal. I don't know. I don't be keeping up with TikTok like that. I just be running my mouth. One day I'm gonna get it together. But back focused. So today the collective card for all of us is card number 4, Goddess Tituba. Tituba. Goddess Tituba. Rich Oshun. Hey goddess. Yes. And this one is about feeling safe. Thank you for the heart me. Feeling safe. Very root chakra energy. Um, and I'm going to talk further about this. But let's read what Goddess Tituba has to say, and then we'll go a little bit further. All right. So it is finally safe to be you. I'm going to say that again. It is finally safe for you to be you. You have wandered through a dark night. Your trip has been long. This is light ahead. Your liberation is apparent. You deserve to feel secure. Feeling safe is knowing that your basic needs are met. Feeling safe is, feeling at home in your body. Feeling safe is trusting your journey. Feeling safe is feeling free around those you love. Feeling safe is trusting that the sun will rise again. If you grew up emotionally, spiritually, or physically unsafe, reset your default expectations to a healthier vibration. Everybody take a breath right there. Because when we talk about feeling safe, that can be heavy for a lot of us. So we're going to concentrate on today are the three lower chakras. We're going to talk about the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus. And the reason why I want to take this route, when I'm doing these readings, one of the patterns that is coming up when not just in the reading itself, but when, the goddesses are speaking and talking to me about how they're feeling, that is a common thread is the feeling safe within themselves, feeling safe within their gifts, feeling safe within their financial situation, whatever the case may be. So I thought that we would talk about this a bit because what I want you to understand is as long as you are in my presence, you are safe. I always want to create a safe space and container for my community. It is important to me. It is imperative because so many of my sisters have grown up not feeling safe. And let's face it, we as Black women, especially, don't always feel safe to just be who we are. We have so few spaces where we can just let our hair down and just be who we are. We have so few spaces where we don't go into a place that's full of microaggressions and weird looks and vibes and, making us feel like we're too loud, we're too much, we're too colorful, we're too brash, we're too this, we're too that. But yet, at the same time, those same people are saying, oh, if you get lost, go find a Black woman. No, you don't. Don't do that. I'm the wrong Black woman for that. Because my first question is, where your mama? Why your mama not watching you? Go find a police person or security or somebody. I'm not that safe space because, I don't want to get set up where somebody is saying, oh, you did something in my child. And no, no, ma'am. Because the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to somebody that works at wherever we are. That's the first thing. And then once I find that person, my work is done. I'm going back to what I was doing. Because, yeah, I'm not going to get caught up. Not. Not. But anyway, feeling safe for us is very important. A lot of people might disagree with what I just said. But, um, so let's talk about it. So, root chakra, safety in the body. So, number one, physical safety and survival. We know that's big root chakra energy, right? So, the root chakra governs our basic needs: shelter, food, money, health, stability, right? So, when the root feels unsafe, the body stays in survival mode. We are queens of survival. We are queens of survival. We know how to do that. We know how to make $1 out of 15 cents. We know how to, you know, uh, build these feasts through a struggle meal. We know how to do all of that. We know how to survive. It's in our DNA. We were taught it from birth, right? But the key is I want to help move you from surviving to thriving. Because the surviving, you got that down pat, and you don't need no more help on it, right? But the surviving is starting to mess with your energy because everything that you do is in survival mode. So that's why you feel that tight jaw. your clenched hips, your tight hips, the shallow breathing. I had posted on my Substack. I was talking about one of the sessions that I did with one of the goddesses. I started to feel this overwhelm of emotion when I was giving her Reiki. Just, it was really like I just couldn't breathe. I was so overwhelmed with emotion, and I couldn't tell if these are like negative emotions. Is it just, what is it? I couldn't tell. And I'm trying to hold it together as I'm giving her this Reiki session, which it was beautiful. The session was amazing. But then as I'm starting to feel this choking up overwhelm of emotion, which by the way was totally hers. Totally hers. This was just my body as the conduit being able to relay a message to her afterwards of releasing emotion that she needs to release. But anyway, as I'm feeling this, suddenly this voice comes in my head and in my body that says, exhale. I did that for like a few times until that heaviness started to dissipate. So it was a gentle reminder for me and her that when we start to feel unsafe, our breathing becomes really shallow and we forget to breathe. So I want to remind you that as you're walking through this life, don't forget to breathe. It is imperative that you do it. Number two on the root chakra is ancestral and generational safety. Many of us carry this inherited survival patterns. I just talked about this, especially us as Black women. So, our root safety includes us acknowledging what our bodies learned from our ancestors and choosing new patterns of rest and regulation. Being able to regulate our energy, being able to do what we need to do to regulate our energy. One of the biggest things is put your feet flat on the ground or the floor and breathe. Let yourself feel the ground below you, feel the floor below you, and breathe. That way you can catch yourself, right? And reground in the way that you need so that you can start to feel safe again. And number three of the root chakra, grounding into the present moment. I can't stress this enough. We've got to learn to stay present in the moment. It's hard, I know, because our mind is working a million miles a minute. Yes, Rich Oshun, breathing is very good for our nervous system. Our mind is working like a million miles a minute. We are constantly being thrown so much information, so many things to do. The people that are around us, their energy, the things that are going on within us, that energy. We're thinking about that laundry list, that to do list of things that must be done. And, like today, at the time of this recording, is Sunday. So many people are already like, okay, I got to start getting myself prepared to go back to work tomorrow. So I need to do this, this, this. Stop. 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 Past is done. Future hasn't happened. All you have is right now. Goddess Vera Entertain says, I'm surrounded with so many toxic and negative people. It's so hard. I know. But here's the thing, find some way to give yourself 5 minutes to yourself. Not to scroll on TikTok or anything else, but just to be one with yourself and take some deep breaths. And like I said, feel your feet on the ground, on the floor. Safety is not always about the future, it's about now. It's about now. It's because the unsafe feeling, the anxious feeling is happening right now. And we have to take care of it like right now. So practices like slowing down, feeling your feet, deep breathing, and telling the nervous system, we are okay in this moment. We're okay. You can put your hands on your heart. You can take some deep breaths and be like, I'm okay. I'm okay. Even when it feels like the world is collapsing around you, you're still here. You're okay. So just breathe. Come back to yourself so that you can get into clear thinking. In our human experience, that's so hard. But this is why I'm focusing on those lower chakras, because that's where the human experience comes alive. That's what's part of it. So let's go into the sacral chakra. Feeling safe in feelings and expression. So the emotional permission, huge. The sacral chakra is about emotions, pleasure, creativity, and connection. So many of us have learned it wasn't safe to feel too much or want too much or to express joy freely. A lot of us have been told we're too much. You are not too much. A lot of us are told we're too much, that we shouldn't want so much. That's why when we are putting out there the things that we want to do, we suddenly, like at first, and I'm noticing this pattern as well, as long as I've been coaching women, black women in particular, will have these dreams, these ideas, these goals, and I can literally see them coming alive talking about it, and they feel it in their body, and it feels so good, and it just feels so right. But then they'll catch themselves and like, but oh, and then they shrink. That's too much. That's too much. I shouldn't want that much. I should be happy with this. Y'all know that's a response for us, right? Because our ancestors got scraps from the master's table and told, be happy with these scraps. So we've been trained to be happy with the scraps. And I want you to stop being happy with the scraps and go get your steak. And if you're a vegetarian, whatever that is equivalent, your big lion's mane mushroom, because them things cost a lot of money. I was gonna get me one, and I was like, "Damn, that's a lot of money for a mushroom," but it be looking good, and it is my goal to cook and prepare a lion's mane mushroom the way I've been watching some of these folk online do it, because it looks good. But stop allowing yourself to settle for scraps. We're allowing ourselves to settle for scraps in our love life, in our finances, in our business, in our any of our dreams. I promise you, I'm looking at these women. I see the joy, I see the excitement. And then when they catch themselves getting too joyful and excited, they pull back and retreat and like, "Oh, sorry. I can't do that." Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You wouldn't get the vision if provision wasn't already worked into it. If provision wasn't already part of the vision, you wouldn't have gotten the vision. It's not a matter of you worrying about the how it's going to get done. It's looking at your vision through the eyes of innocence, like a child, and saying, oh, yeah, I can do this. Release of shame and suppression. When the sacral is blocked, emotions get stored in the body, especially the womb, the hips, and lower back. If you've been having a lot of lower back issues, chances are you've got some energy that's trapped in your body that you need to release. And oh, through the month of December, you can book a distant Reiki healing session with me for just $50. So even if you don't do the reading and planning, at least do that for yourself. Give yourself that relief. And if I could brag again for just a moment, I'm a really good Reiki practitioner. I can help you release some things up in your body. Just saying. Healing here means releasing shame and giving yourself permission to feel without judgment. Another thing that's hard for a lot of us as black women is vulnerability. Lord of mercy. Vulnerability is often taught as a weakness, but it's that teaching it as a weakness is just another way for us to protect ourselves. But what we end up doing inadvertently is blocking potential because we're so afraid to be vulnerable. Number 3 for the sacral, restoring flow and joy. Safety in the sacral chakra looks like allowing movement, laughter, tears, and creativity. So, welcoming all of that, all the feelings, not just the sadness and the drama, but invite laughter, invite joy, invite creativity. I've told you all this before. Get up and move your body, especially your hips. If you got a hula hoop, break out the hula hoop and start doing what you do. Move your body. Move it. I like to move it, move it, move. Flow returns when we trust that our feelings won't overwhelm us. They're simply messengers. That's it. Our feelings are just sending us a message. It's not there to overwhelm us. It can. And again, I'm not going to rob you of your human experience, but understanding when you're angry, it's a message. When you're sad, there's a message. All of them are messages. And when you get that joy and that laughter, stay in that for as long as you can. Revel in it. Revel in it for as long as you possibly can. And hello again to those that are on the Tube of You in the Book of Faces. Come on in and say hello. I promise I won't bite you. I promise you I won't. I'm a really nice person. I'm a really nice person. So let's go into the solar plexus. Safety in power and choice. Number 1 for the solar plexus, personal power without fear. The solar plexus governs our confidence, boundaries, and self trust. Many people shrink themselves because power once felt dangerous or it was punished. I'm just sitting there for a moment. Can you think of times growing up when you put a boundary in place to regain or take back your power for in a moment and then you were punished for it? And it doesn't have to be a big thing, but think of that and how that's still affecting you to this day. I've told this story so many times of the teacher that stole my voice as a kid because I was told I talk too much, I am too much, I'm doing too much. And I need to learn how to not be any of those things. And I, from that point on, shrank. And I shrank even more because I was the tall girl in school. It wasn't that I was just the tallest girl, I was sometimes the tallest kid there in that school. The whole damn school, taller than the boys, taller than the girls, tall. I started developing early and I became very self conscious of that. So, compounded with the teacher taking my voice, and then the fact that I'm tall and it's awkward that I'm so tall. And then I start developing early. Again, awkward. And unfortunately, back in those days, our parents didn't really have the language to be able to help us through that. So you kind of had to feel your way through it. And that wasn't always positive, which then creates body shame issues. Um, I still, not still to this day, growing up, even into my teenage years, would try to do things to shrink myself so I wouldn't be tall. I mean, I'm 5'10", which, in retrospect, for some, that's not like super tall because I've met some women that are really, really tall, taller than me. But I'm not going to minimize my own personal experience. But I can empathize with them because they probably felt the same way. Number two, reclaiming choice and agency. Safety here in the solar plexus means trusting your ability to make decisions, even the imperfect ones. Even the imperfect ones. Do we judge ourselves when we make the wrong decision? Yes, we judge ourselves hard. And also, a lot of times, it's not necessarily that we made the wrong decision. Sometimes we made an emotional decision when we should have took a beat. But we can't keep beating ourselves up about those decisions. We have to learn from it, grow from it, and move on. Some of us are stuck in bad decision land and we can't seem to move out of there. Stop taking up residency in that place. Move. Pack up your stuff and move. Don't take the baggage of negativity. Take the lessons and let's do this. Okay? It's about releasing the need for external validation and honoring your inner authority. You don't need people to give you permission to do anything. You are a grown ass woman with grown ass woman decision making skills, with a powerful inner wise woman that has had all these experience in life to equip you to make the decisions, even when the decision is I need to outsource help. That's something a lot of us got problems with. Was talking to a goddess yesterday, and she was talking about that, of maybe the lesson that I need, that I've been trying to learn, is that I do need to hire help. I do need to hire a coach. I do need to have someone that can guide me so that I can stop, rinse and repeat on these same things over and over again, and be able to take back that part of myself. Maybe I need to go back to school. Maybe I need to, whatever the case may be. But reclaiming your choice and agency to feel safe in your solar plexus is huge. Number three, for the solar plexus, boundaries as self-protection. Healthy boundaries are not walls, they are containers for your energy. Doesn't mean you put this wall up and you don't let nothing or nobody penetrate it. It's a Fort Knox. No, that's not. Boundaries don't mean you cut everybody off just because they piss you off. It's learning how to give like an arm's length. Some people have to be cut off completely. And there's no diggity, no doubt about that. Okay? But for some people it may not be that you got to cut them off completely. It just means that there are certain parts of your life that they should no longer have access to. There's certain parts of you that they can't get past that velvet rope. They're not allowed to go past that. And that's what I feel like a lot of us need to learn and understand when it comes to boundaries. We get it mixed up because every time we turn around, we're on social media, somebody talking about cutting somebody off, going no contact, blah, blah, blah. Again, there are some people in your life that you probably do need to cut off completely and go no contact. But no contact is not the solution for every single relationship. Because whether you understand this or not, some people, even though they be tripping and everything else, you need them in your life. But again, you have to make the determination. Do I cut them off completely or do I just cut off the access to certain parts of my life? And then you cut yourself off from certain parts of their life that is affecting you negatively. So true safety is not just external, it's internal. When the root feels safe, the body can relax. A lot of you have a hard time relaxing, and that's because your root is out of whack. You can't relax because that is out of whack. When the sacral feels safe, emotions can flow. When the solar plexus feels safe, your power can rise. Healing these chakras teaches us that safety is coming when we cultivate within ourselves. As we feel safer in our bodies, safer in our emotions, and safer in our power, we stop living in survival mode and begin living in alignment. We stop living in survival mode and we start living in alignment. Safety is not something that we have to chase. It's something that we get to embody. Mind, body, and spirit. So here are some affirmations I want to give everybody. So you can write these down or you can come back to the two of you and watch the replay to get them. For your root chakra, I am safe to be here. Yes, Goddess Rich Oshun. Yes. I am safe to be here. For the sacral, I am safe to feel. I am safe to feel. It is safe for me to feel. However you want to put that. I like that better. It is safe for me to feel. It is safe for me to feel. And for the solar plexus, it is safe for me to be myself. It is safe for me to be myself. And y'all know a song just popped in my head. Thank you for letting me be myself again. And that's what your body is going to say. When you start allowing yourself to be yourself, your body is going to be like, thank you for letting me be myself again. Because we are not allowing that, but it is safe. It is safe for all of those things. It is safe for you to feel. It is safe for you to um, it is safe for you to feel. It is safe for you to be yourself. But I want you to work on that. That is your message for this week. All right? Everybody take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Allow yourself to feel safe in this moment. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. You are safe in this moment. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth with sound. And with this goddess Tituba, it is safe to be safe. It is safe to be safe. One more time, it is safe to be safe. Thank you all for joining me. I love you. Sending you lots of love on this Sunday and for the rest of the week. You may want to come back and watch this message again and again, and I highly encourage you to do that. And if you are not subscribed to my Tube of You, please avail yourself to that resource. I have tons of content. When I say tons, I mean tons of content on here. So avail yourself to it. It's here for you. All right. Now, before I part, I got to tell you. So the Voice and Vision Challenge is going to take place January 4th through January 11th of 2026. Sign up will begin at the end of this week. So if you're interested in being part of that, this is a free challenge. This is not your regular degular run of the mill stick things with tape and glue pictures on poster board, vision board. No. We're not doing that. This is a sacred portal to take you into the realm of being able to manifest what it is that you are wanting for the year 2026. That is what this is. So be on the lookout for sign up for that. Like I said, it is free. It is free 99. I am not charging for this. Now, if you want to give an offering for it, I will not turn that down. But it's free. And I want you to be part of it. So be on the lookout for it. And that's what I wanted to let you know. Have a good day. Have a good week. Sending you love. And we'll talk again soon. Bye, you.